this issue of NIA says they will do this. Go and play back the interview I held with your network, and I did same with Asempa and other networks, that when we are talking about the number of people who don't have the Ghana card. In fact, I was sitting in a program where they read a communique that has been issued by NIA, signed by Professor Atefa, insisting that they have credible processes in place that will ensure that by December 2022, every Ghanaian will get their card. And I was asked by the host that, does that give me comfort? Can we rely on what the NIA has said? I said no. Because the cause of the problem is lack of trust between us and NIA and other state institutions. So now we are proceeding on the basis of what we can see and verify. So if they think their promise is credible, between that September, when I was talking, and December, is 3 months, no election will happen. They should wait and give everybody the Ghana card. So by December 2022, if we see that everybody has the Ghana card, we will allow the CI to pass. Where are we now? We are approaching March ending 2023. And they are still replacing those promises with other promises. In other jurisdictions, Atefa resigned.
Oh, really?
Yes, because we are discussing state business, and you come and swear on your honor that this is what we have put in place. We can confirm that this thing is this. So we are calling on all parties to buy into the Electoral Commission agenda. It is state business, and we must all cooperate to make it happen. I am going to play this part. Within 3 months. Now we are 6 months and over. It hasn't, what you promised 6 months ago, hasn't happened. And you think that you are entitled to be listened to give further promises. But let me tell you what. There is no controversy now about who the unregistered people are likely to be in terms of their political affiliation and other things. Because when we're complaining about the fact that everybody must get Ghana card before we use it for voting, Makmenu and Electoral Commission, Srebo and the others, their first argument was, now who caused some? Is it not NDC people who issued a directive that your people should not register? So now, if you don't have it, are you not the cause? When I came, and I asked them simple question. So if you believe that those who haven't registered, because if I issue a communique, people outside the NDC have no obligation to listen to my communique and act. So it is, if you say that people did not register because they listened to my communique, it means that NDC people are the ones who didn't register. So now you are pushing this agenda because you feel that it is NDC people who didn't register. So if it succeeds, then you are cutting NDC votes away. When I asked them those questions, they now realize that they are working in dangerous waters. But that is what is out of the abundance of what is in the heart comes out of the mouth. So everybody now knows that it is an agenda to restrict, the voting of other people so that the election can be won even before we go to ballot. But what is dangerous about what is happening is that, you see, this government through its policies have made life uncomfortable to pensioners, that is 60 years and above. that segment. And for the first time in our history, we have seen people holding walking sticks to go and picket at the finance ministry. They have made life difficult for people within the working population, because there is the middle class and the economically active population who are supposed to carry the burdens of the others who, aged and under 18 and so on. Now there are investment in bonds and other things, and this haircut and all this. Unemployment issues are lurking there. Inflation is impacting on the working class. They can't make ends meet and so on. So that class also have had their share of the hardship. The youth have suffering already from youth unemployment and all that. The only power they have is the power to make and unmake a government of their choice. Do you know that with the existing law, the Electoral Commission should have done limited registration immediately we entered 2021, because the last time we did registration was somewhere before
the 2020.
Around the middle of 2020. So in 2021, maybe July thereabout, they should have started registration to take care of about 1 million people who have entered the 18-year bracket. They didn't do it. Then we got into 2022. They haven't done it. Another, say, 1 million. Now we are in 2023. Registration hasn't happened. And instead of opening the space for some mass registration that will clear all this backlog, to give the youth the power to choose their leaders, you are restricting this thing to district capitals and making the conditions so difficult that you end up not giving access to these people. Tomorrow, even if we pass this thing and they say they are going to do limited registration alone, can you imagine the queues that will even be formed at the offices of the commission? So this is a system that is designed to punish the youth, because somehow the change, is it Change Ghana or what do you call it? The movements, the various movements that are coming up, they are so potent. Our national security strategy document has also mentioned that lack of trust in our electoral institution and electoral processes is a huge national security threat. And we are still making things worse for the youthful population that is the most explosive population. You think we are all safe? They see us as responsible for their fate. So we should better beware that we save this democracy before it blows up.
Okay.
And that is why we have decided to do our part. Restricting voter registration to, people who are holding Ghana card. It has also got its challenges, even if where every Ghanaian has it. Do you know that mad people have the right to get the citizen's card? Do you know that undischarged bankrupts have the right to get the citizen? But these people are not entitled to vote. So you want to issue a card to a mad person, and when he presents it, even at the registration center, you can't stop him. But a person who is active and alert, who doesn't have the card, cannot participate in elections. So, look, one source of identification document is good, but don't let us misuse it. Let us go gradually and make sure that we have come to a point where there is no backlog. And to be honest with you, there will never be a point where every Ghanaian 18 years and above will have the card. But the backlog, if it is cleared now, and then the continuous registration is reserved for people who get 18 years, can walk to the Electoral Commission and register, then we are good to go. Right. But if you create a problem.
General,